Da 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 do da da do da da do da da do da da do. Are we recording? Hello. This is side two. My recording stopped. I guess about I'd say about 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. I didn't realize I had to check. Uh, That's fine. Of course, I wasn't saying anything important at all, as you know. Uh, do 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 da da do da da do da 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 da. So I guess this tape is about 40 minutes long, something like that. I don't know, no idea. My tape counter is slow. I think it said like 476, something like that. Anyway, or 460, I don't know. Do 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 da 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 da. Yeah, it's I really need to be better at describing things, or coming up with things on the spot. You know, that book we were reading. I think it was Whisper in the River, or something like that. It's the second series in a book. Whenever I was reading that to you with my horrible voice, I was completely flabbergasted. I only got about 15 pages in, or whatever chapter, or I think it's chapter 1 was, however long that was, and completely strange thing, you know. I was not expecting at all the sexual nature of it. You read the back of the cover, and it's about this church boy, this Christian boy going off to college, and within the first couple of minutes, it just starts going on and on about his you have to read the book to know the sexual pleasures, or the discovery of, and the complete whippings and whatnot. I could not believe. I don't know what year. Apparently, it's set in the 1920s, and was not expecting the complete whippings and whatnot. And I don't know if that was a common thing back then. I suppose it was. But and surely it wasn't. I know whippings was, but putting your son in a sack and whipping him, or wherever they did, putting him 15 feet up in the barnyard, completely unhinged. You have to be a complete psychopath. And the sad thing is, that's most likely a true story. That's most likely something that has actually happened. And yeah, to me personally, I've never been put in a sack and beaten like a piñata, but apparently they used to. Apparently my great grandparents probably were whipped in potato sacks as well. and what they do to deserve that? They probably, I'd say they probably ate one too many cookies. Ate one too many of Nestle chocolate. It's one too many. Sad thing. A sad world. And these are Christians we're talking about. And I wonder what Jesus would have said to a mother beating her son over a piece of chocolate. I wonder what he would have thought. maybe he would have turned her water into a little bit more wine. Sedate her a little bit, Perhaps he made things worse. Maybe he should have turned her wine into water. Who knows? I don't know. I haven't met Jesus. I've been planning to meet Jesus. I emailed him. No doubt. He didn't get back to me. Perhaps he's a snail mail type of guy, or only accept calls on a Wednesday. Not Sunday, of course. Sunday he's busy. I think he's busy on a Sunday and a Friday. No offense to anyone. Right now, I'm in complete view of everyone. Complete view of the park, and complete view of the road, the Mustangs, the Fords, whatnot. I went to downtown, walked around downtown a little bit ago. I'd say about 2 days ago, and it's a sad thing. It's a sad thing to walk around and feel completely isolated. You feel as if you're watching a video of the place. You don't have any true connections in the city, even if you've lived there all your life. You just feel completely isolated, like a completely a lonesome man, completely out of it, an observer. It's a sad thing. It's a sad thing. Don't feel pity on me. Feel just putting it out there. It's a very real thing to feel completely isolated. And I don't know what to do about that. Where do you find people? Where do you find people? Perhaps I should go to the library, the library, something like that. I don't know, but I go to these places. Sometimes I go to these social events, and I even go to where I should feel completely comfortable. A family event, let's say, and I should feel social. I should feel connected, but I just don't, and I don't know what to do about that. I don't. Like, how do you feel in the moment? Sometimes I just don't feel in the moment. A lot of times I just don't feel in the moment. Even with my good friends, I don't feel in the moment. And I don't know how to combat that. I try to stay healthy. I walk every day. I'm walking right now. And I just feel like a completely isolated from everything, a complete phony, a complete phony. Like, you're not supposed to be there. You're not meant to be there. That's just how I feel. I don't feel an anxiety about it. Not necessarily. I just don't feel anything about it. And I long for the days to feel like perhaps what you do, or you and your family, or anyone that when you smile at someone, you truly smile. Well, of course I truly smile, but to truly feel what you're talking about, and feel this connection. And I feel like, and I can walk the walk, I can talk the talk, but but it's not that I actually feel it. I won't actually feel the walk and talk and test. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I had to re-record or something. It was let's not get into it. You know, the obscenities of my thoughts. I'm walking right now in a little crevice, and about 6 feet above me or six in front of me is a 6-foot hill with beautiful flowers, just a whole giant bush of reddish white flowers with green interspersed between them. Looking closely, this is where all the bees are, and it's just beautiful. Just beautiful. I need to learn. I love to learn plants. I don't know what you call it, but I'd love to learn something with an F, I believe. Something with an F. The sun's out a little bit more now. In fact, it's unshading right now as we speak, gazing upon everyone and everything, shining on this gloomy day just before it goes below the tree line and disappears. Beautiful. I love wooden fence. I wish everything, everywhere, I wish it was all a wooden fence. You know those old-timey small wooden fences? You don't see them too much nowadays. It's all gated. It's all like the metal fences. It's complete eyesore. Complete eyesore. Yeah. Man, I wish you could see what I'm looking at right now. I've been down this trail, small trail, about 100 times now, perhaps even more, and you know, it's as amazing as the last time when you truly look at it and you truly want to experience it. You just have to love it. You just have to love it. And you hear the birds, and you hear the fake owls. I don't know what it's a bird, I found out. It's a bird, but it is not an owl. It just sounds exactly like an owl in my head, or what I would believe an owl would sound like. And the smell of fresh cut grass, and a faint hint of flowers from the garden, and yeah, I wish Scent-O-Vision would exist right now, and I could let you experience what I am currently experiencing right now, or a completely full vision 3D view of this. You know, a video just doesn't cut it. It doesn't cut it at all. But I think something like that, a sort of device like that, won't exist for some time. And even if it did exist, I'd say it's always going to be troublesome to use in the day-to-day. Like, we have our phones in front of us, and you know, that only takes up a small portion of your view. And even if we had like small, let's say like aviator glasses that had a full screen display on them, they would still be cumbersome to use. how many people are going to have how many people want to make gestures in front of them, looking like they're blind or whatnot, poking around. They accidentally poke Mary and Bob, and over in the old folks home, and Mary's like, what are you? Oh, I say, what are you doing, son? Oh, I'm playing Call of Duty. I'm playing Call of Duty Black Ops 18. Well, put it away. You're supposed to be listening to listen to Frank Zappa with me. And of course, he's like, I don't want to listen to that noise, Graham. Well, if you insist, come down to the Whataburger and pick yourself up some fries with us. I'm like, no, Mom, no, Graham, I'm busy. I have to tend to my game. I have to carry my team. These absolute losers. Well, if you insist. I don't know where I'm going with that. What type of Graham listens to Frank Zappa? Even I wouldn't listen to Frank Zappa. I don't know a single woman who listens to Frank Zappa. And then certainly, no doubt, I'll get in the mail next week. I'll get in the mail a woman, and she'll say, "I'll have you know, I've been listening to Frank Zappa since my early days. My grandpa played the tapes. He was 82 when Frank Zappa came out, and he played them for me, and I enjoyed it ever since. And not in a nostalgic way, in a true way. I love Frank Zappa." And yeah, I suppose you do. I suppose you like throwing pans on the floor too, making that. I guess you like clinky noises and a bunch of noise. You don't like melody. You don't like. No, I'm throwing so much kappa at Frank Zappa right now. Being followed by a squirrel. Would you look at that? I don't even know if this is recording at the correct levels. I gotta be honest. Hope it is. All my life I've had this stress of my voice. And even right now I still have this stress. I just don't feel like my voice is in it. Just it doesn't have that clarity that others do, and I've been trying to work on it for so long, perhaps not consistently, but at least a good enough, as much as other people work on their voices, even more so. But I feel like I haven't gotten anywhere with my there's something with the pronunciations. I feel like my mouth is too closed off, and now I've been neglecting it, and now I'm going to try to talk with a more open voice. But I feel like it won't make a difference. Hopefully I notice a difference, but I'm trying to talk with my lips more up or something. But if you have any suggestion, what I was saying was, oh, maybe I talked too fast, or perhaps reincarnated into a more capable man that doesn't obsess over breaking acorns while he walks. Sorry. I need a kazoo. Man, I love the kazoo, or the Jew harp, or whatever other instruments there are. I love it all. I'd love to go down to New Orleans and have my Olympia hat, have my Olympia hat and my whole get up, and me and the boys, all the boys and the gals, we all dress up in our little Olympia outfits, 20-year-old outfits, and we all take out the kazoos and we walk down the slums, perhaps get shot. You've heard of jazz bands. I don't think you've ever heard of the kazoo band, or with the Jew harp in the background. I love the twang. I love the absolute twang of the Jew harp. It's a beautiful thing. A beautiful kid's instrument. Beautiful kid's instrument. Yeah. You know, this recording that I'm doing, this whole series of various events that I document of myself, I'm not putting this out there to show you how great I am. Absolutely not. I'm not a fantastic person. I am just a person, just a person, and I'm not trying to and I'm not trying to be deep as I say it. You know, some people will think that you know, you talk about yourself in this meta way, that, oh well, he's just trying to get ahead of you, and so if you think these things, he accounts for it, so then he can really be like that, and he has an excuse. But, or I don't know, but just know, I just put this out there to show who I am, and to document it, and for no one else but you. You know, I don't really care what people think. I try not to be offensive. I try to be nice and thoughtful, but some won't see it as that. Some will see it as a self-ego or something like that. You know, I can't really think of words. Like I said, I'm a word boy, not a word man, not a word smith. More of a word Toby. Am I even still recording? Yeah, I am. But some people put themselves out there with the sole hope to get praise, and to what, you know, just for the glory of it. You know, perhaps I don't want glory. I just want to do my own thing, and being so isolated, this is the only way I can get out there right now. You know, the only way to feel connected to anyone else in this beautiful place. I'd love to make a website, or perhaps a chat client, maybe integrate it with AIM or something, some type of way to connect people locally. I've been pondering this for many years. That's my true goal with a lot of things, is to grow a sort of self-sustaining community of people, of local people. You know, we've spent so long spent so long with with the globalness, and now we've come accustomed to it, and we don't have those local connections as much as we used to. You know, we spend most of our time on the computer alone, talking to people thousands of miles away, and that's a good thing. That's an amazing thing, but it's a lonely thing when it comes down to it. With until we have light speed travel, it's just speed of sound travel easily. It's just a lonely thing.